20 top engineers surrounded the broken machine, scratching their heads, declaring it impossible to fix. Laughter erupted when the pizza delivery girl chimed in with a suggestion. "If you're so smart, fix it," one mocked. Minutes later, she had the machine running and left the entire engineering team humiliated. What happens next? Let's start the story. The sleek headquarters of Orion Tech buzzed with tension, not from the usual product deadlines, but from a crisis unraveling in Lab C. The company's most advanced robotic assembly arm, a prototype worth over $10 million, had suddenly malfunctioned, shutting down production on a critical defense contract. 20 engineers, each an expert in their respective fields, surrounded the machine like confused surgeons. They fiddled with panels, muttered over blueprints, recalculated data, but nothing worked. Frustration was palpable. Alan, the lead systems engineer, threw down his tablet. "I'm telling you, it's a firmware corrupt hardware cascade. It's bricked." "No, it's thermal overload from the AI feedback loop," argued Laura, the software specialist. "It's neither," grumbled Raj, a mechanical genius with 3 PhDs. "The drive actuators are cross-fed from a blown capacitor." The bickering escalated, tensions flared, egos clashed. The clock ticked ominously. Every minute down meant millions lost. As if on cue, the glass door slid open and in walked Kira, a pizza delivery girl, no older than 23, wearing scuffed sneakers, jeans, and a hoodie bearing the logo of Tony's Pizzeria. She balanced 2 boxes in one hand, her other pushing a strand of fiery red hair behind her ear. Her arrival was like a ripple of irritation through the room. "Delivery for someone who ordered stress relief in a box," she joked, trying to lighten the tense mood. No one laughed. Instead, Alan rolled his eyes. "Set it there. We're a bit busy saving the world." She placed the pizzas down, but her eyes couldn't help but drift to the disassembled robot. Her curiosity sparked instantly. Wires misaligned, error lights blinking in patterns she surprisingly recognized. Her dad used to fix factory machines for a living before passing away, and she'd grown up elbow-deep in gearboxes and processors, tinkering with broken electronics just to pass time. "What's wrong with it?" she asked innocently, peering at the interface. That was enough to set Alan off. He scoffed, loud and dismissive. "Oh, great. The pizza girl's gonna tell us how to fix a quantum-driven hydraulic AI system. That's rich." Laughter followed, a few engineers shaking their heads in disbelief. "If you're so smart, fix it." Raj snapped sarcastically, arms folded, his tone laced with mockery. Kira tilted her head, eyes narrowing, not out of offense, but calculation. "Yeah, okay. Mind if I take a look?" The room paused, half expecting her to back off. But instead, she set her phone down, walked over to the console, and studied the error code flickering on the screen. Her fingers flew across the panel. "Error 117B, she muttered. "That's a fail-safe loop from the neural limiter when the gyroscopic stabilizer fails, which triggers an overcurrent fault in the tertiary actuator array." Silence. A few engineers blinked, stunned. "How do you?" Laura stammered. Kira crouched by the machine, popping open a side panel with practiced ease. "See here." She pointed. "That diode chain's fried. Problem is, the firmware expects feedback from this chain to regulate rotational dampening. Without it, the control loop goes haywire. But your system's too rigid. It doesn't self-correct." She reached into her bag, not the pizza bag, but her own toolkit she carried everywhere, and fished out a soldering pen. "Temporary bridge," she said, hands steady as she patched the circuit. Then she navigated the console, disabling a faulty auto-update protocol, rewrote a single line of code to bypass the corrupted feedback, and closed the panel. "All right, try it now." Alan laughed nervously. "Sure. Watch it catch fire." But when he pressed the restart command, the machine whirred. Lights flickered from red to green. Hydraulics hissed alive. The robotic arm rose, pivoted, rotated perfectly, then completed a test sequence flawlessly. The same machine 20 engineers failed to revive for the past 6 hours. Dead. Silence. Then gasps. "No way. She what how backslash?" Raj stammered, face pale. Alan opened his mouth, closed it, then opened it again like a goldfish out of water. Kira stood, wiping her hands on her jeans. It's basic, really. Your AI system's brilliant, but whoever programmed the safety subroutines overcomplicated the fail-safe hierarchy. It needed an analog bypass to stabilize before reboot. Honestly, it's the same concept as fixing a broken washing machine, just bigger and smarter. The CTO, having just walked in to witness the aftermath, blinked in disbelief. Who is she?" he asked, bewildered. "The engineer from—" Alan muttered, still in shock. "No, she's the pizza delivery girl." The CTO approached Kira. "Miss, what's your name?" "Kira. Kira, would you consider working here?" She chuckled, glancing at the stunned engineers. "I don't know / You guys seem a little high-strung." Nervous laughter rippled, this time directed at the humbled engineering team. "Seriously," the CTO pressed. "What's your background?" Kira sighed. "Dropped out of engineering school. Couldn't afford it after my dad passed. Been fixing electronics and machinery since I was 10. Learned a lot from hands-on work and YouTube." The CTO exchanged a look with the senior staff. "Full scholarship, paid training, senior tech position starting tomorrow, if you want it." Kira grinned. "Deal. But I'm keeping my pizza discount." The engineers, now fully embarrassed but secretly impressed, managed to applaud, half in respect, half in surrender. Within weeks, Kira wasn't just a technician. She became lead on the troubleshooting team. Her intuitive problem-solving outpaced most textbook engineers. The company made headlines. Pizza delivery girl turns tech genius, solves $10 million crisis. Her story inspired thousands, proof that intelligence isn't about titles, degrees, or fancy clothes. It's about grit, curiosity, and daring to step up when everyone else fails. And every time an engineer got stuck afterward, someone would inevitably smirk and say, "Asterisk, maybe we should call Kira." Asterisk,